Hello everybody, Perco here with this week's pontification. Subject today is rare earths. What they are, what they're not, why they're so called, what they're used for, the impact on the environment, their history, when they were discovered, when they first got used, or actually extracted because they were a nuisance rather than being useful. And that's something a lot of people have never heard. So, what are they? Well, there's 17 elements that are basically chemicals that appear in rocks in small amounts. The history of them goes all the way back to Sweden about 240 years ago when they were first discovered. And the reason that they were named rare earths is they were called rare because they'd never been seen before, and earths because in those days they used to call rocks you can dissolve in an acid earths. So hence rare earths. And nobody really knew what to do with them up until, and they still didn't know what to do with them even at that point, was during the Manhattan Project, which for anybody who doesn't know what that was, that's when they were developing, the Americans were developing a nuclear bomb to, shall we say, modify the behavior of the Japanese military. And the reason that someone was brought in that knew about them was because with a nuclear bomb you get a chain reaction. Well, the rare earths actually stopped that from happening. I wonder why they were put there. Maybe the power that runs this planet telling us something? Anyway, so they brought somebody in who knew how to get rid of them, so that's what they did. So they got them out and they were discarded. Now we move on to what they're used for today. They're used in fiber optics, iPhones, and a lot of the technical stuff now to do with chips and all those sorts of things. Modern tech, especially the military, seems to rely on rare earths, which is one of the reasons I'm kind of wishing it didn't exist. Anyway, so what is it that you get when you process rare earths? Because the Chinese have been doing this for a while now, basically because they don't seem to give a hoot about their environment, which of course is going to catch up with them sometime. And that is because on average you get 1 kilo of material that you can use, and you get 999 kilos of material you can't use. And those materials are made up of radioactive water, toxic fluorines, and acids. So you've got to put that stuff somewhere, and I'm guessing it's not something that they want on the local tip. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is where we come to my question is, would we be better off without them? Personally, I think we would. I think the military was very, very effective before they created the bomb. I'm not sure that the iPhones are particularly useful. I mean, they're handy for communication. You've got instant phone calls, and with all the things that you've got now with AI. But if you think back to the 1950s, which I can quite easily because I was there, most people weren't, life was actually simpler, much simpler. And we managed without these rare earths. And I personally think we would be better off managing without them. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And I will see you next week. Ta-da for now.